Boys, today is the last day of being a pussy on the markets. That is exactly right. Today is the start of my scaling plan. Today is the start of onboarding an absolute fuck ton amount of capital to my name. So there's no other way I can say this without showing you. This is all thanks to this one simple website, TradeSync, man. TradeSync literally just allows you to copy trade a bunch of accounts at the same time. And obviously right now, I don't have a bunch of accounts to trade with, but currently in my cockpit or in my locker for Prop Firm Capital, this is what it looks like. So currently I've got 4 Top Step Express accounts that are currently all paused. Well, they're not paused. I can still trade on them if I want to, but currently, after last week's antics, I ended up requesting 4 payouts altogether, which totals out to $6,500. And once this arrives in my bank account, or once the funds are sent, that is when I'm going to allow myself to trade on them, because I don't want to give Top Step any reason not to pay me out, because I lose funds for some stupid reason. But more so, on top of that, I've also got one 50K trading combine on the go. I ended up trading it today, opened it today, traded it today. We're up $1,500 off of one simple trade. I mean, today the markets were just bullish, as you can see. Like, they're not exactly bearish, are they? Great draws on liquidity today. We had the opening gap range. We had a lot of low resistance liquidity internally. We had an S&T holding at these lows. London high, Asia high, flipping high of day. Yeah, man, we had all the reasons to move to the outside. Currently on the markets, my analysis is I'm still bearish. Like, I wanted to see a bearish day today. We happened to open up at a daily fair value gap. We ended up sweeping up previous day high straight away. We had an S&T daily holding with ES. We had also broken weekly structure to the downside. You can see we closed below this previous close candle. And altogether, we just had a great amount of liquidity resting here alongside with November's previous month low. But anyway, the markets aren't going to perform due to how I want them to. They're not going to listen to my thoughts. I just have to react to what they are telling me. And today, internally, the most probable draws on liquidity was being bullish. So yeah, I took one trade here. I think what it looked like was 10 a.m. candle manipulated lower. Then we climbed to the upside, having already got 2 very serious draws on liquidity, being Asia high and London high. 1 minute inverse, entered like here, stop, TP just here or something. And yeah, man, straight in and out. But getting back to the point, we got one 50K trading combine on the go. Currently, it is eval frenzy this week, man. It is eval frenzy. If you want to get evaluations, get them this week, because not only have we got NFP on Wednesday, we have got CPI on Friday, man. So, having my trade thinker here, I'm going to be trading 3 My Fund Future accounts on Wednesday and Friday. Hopefully, we just hit 2 easy wins so that by the end of the week, we can have passed all 3 of the accounts. On Wednesday, I'm going to be trading my singular trade 50K combine. So hopefully, if Wednesday is green, we will pass that account as well. Then we are also getting some Alpha Futures accounts. So we're going to get 3 Alpha Future 0 accounts, which are literally just 1 day pass. You need like 4K profit, I'm pretty sure, but their rules are pretty flexible. But altogether, let's forget about worst comes to worst, because we are more probable to end on the best scenario, which looks like me at the end of the week closing off with 5 Top Step Express accounts totaling to 250K in Top Step funding, 3 past My Funded Future accounts, which totals out to 150K with My Funded Futures, and 3 50k, zero plan, Alpha Future accounts, which totals out to 150k with Alpha Futures, which all together totals out to 850k, sorry, 550k in funding, which isn't a lot, man. But just remember, I'm dealing with 50k accounts right now. Once I've got a flush amount of payouts, once I've had my 10k month, once I've had my first 20k month, that is when I will have built a buffer up in my bank account, and I will have the ability to just size up infinitely to 50k's, to 150k's on all of my shit. So anyway, not going to hold you too long. As I already said, haven't really got a trade recap today, but boy, is it the end of being a pussy on the markets, man. I'm getting out my comfort zone. I'm investing more in myself. I'm going to get back an infinite X more than I'm putting in. So, man, it is time to just stick to what I understand, which I will do. And this week is going to be mad.